Welcome all. Today we are going to discuss the Corn Laws and their repeal, which is an important topic in British economic history. The Corn Laws were a set of laws introduced in Britain between 1815 and 1846. And these laws were passed just after the Napoleonic Wars. During this time, the British government feared that cheap foreign grain would enter the market and affect the local farmers. So, to protect British agriculture, the government made a rule that foreign corn could not be imported until the price of British corn reached 80 shillings per quarter. In simple words, these laws were meant to keep food prices high and protect farmers. Now let us see who really benefited from these laws. When we closely examine the laws, we can see that they mainly benefited the rich landowners and nobility. At that time, only landowners had the voting rights. So naturally, they controlled the parliament and made laws that protected their own interest. By keeping the price of corn high, they ensured high profit from agriculture. So, even though these laws were presented as protecting farmers, in reality, they mainly helped wealthy owners. But while one group benefited, another group suffered. Let us now look at how the corn laws affected the common people. The working class faced serious difficulties because of the corn laws. Since the price of the food remained very high, workers had to spend most of their income just to buy basic food. Because of this, they had very little money left to spend on other goods like clothes or household items. And this reduced demand for factory products. As factory sales decreased, many workers lost their jobs, and which led to unemployment and economic crisis. So we can clearly understand that while landowners gained, workers and even business owners suffered. And seeing these problems, the government tried to bring some changes. In 1828, the government under the Duke of Wellington introduced a reform known as sliding scale system. According to this system, when the price of British corn was high, foreign corn could be imported more easily. But when the price was low, heavy taxes were imposed on imports. The idea was to balance protection and supply. However, in reality, this system did not solve the problems of the people. Food prices were still high and the poor continued to suffer. And because of this failure, more people started demanding bigger reforms. In 1832, an important change took place throughout the Reform Act. This act gave voting rights to the middle class, especially merchants and the businessmen. And the new voters, they had different interests. They wanted cheaper food for workers and limit the restrictions on trade. At the same time, strong movements began to demand the repeal of the Corn Laws. The Anti Corn Law League formed in 1836 which played a major role in campaigning for free trade. The Chartists also supported broader political and social reforms. Due to increasing pressure from these groups, the government could no longer ignore the issue, and this finally led to the repeal of the Corn Laws. Finally, in 1846, the Corn Laws were repealed by then the Prime Minister of England, Sir Robert Peel. This decision came after years of public pressure and economic difficulties. The repeal marked a major turning point in British history. It reduced food prices, helped working class, and improved the overall economy. It also marked the beginning of free trade in Britain, where goods could be imported and exported with lower restrictions. So, the Corn Law started as a way to farmers, sorry, protect farmers, but they created serious problems for society. And their repeal shows how public pressure and changing economic needs can bring important reforms.